So thank you for joining me. You are looking at the calendar, and you know that I like to share the calendar, especially when we're going to talk about something that is scriptural for the people of Jewish faith, but is not necessarily recognized by anybody who isn't Jewish. So we also know that God says the day starts at sundown. So tonight at sundown is a one-day celebration. It is Purim. So it starts tonight, the 13th, and that's what we're going to talk about. So let me give you a little bit more information. If you've been with me a while, you know that when it comes to talking about Easter, that I'm going to call it Passover, because Easter, that term is not in the scriptures. God called it Passover. You also know that we will look at these things because if you're not Jewish, you should understand that your Christianity comes from Judaism and Jesus was Jewish. So we should have understanding and appreciation and some knowledge of what the people of Jewish faith, what they're celebrating. So tonight they're going to celebrate Purim. They will read the book of Esther out loud. That might be one of the things that they do. Give gifts, fruits, nuts, offering gifts to the poor, etc. And if you know the story of Esther, it is Esther, her cousin Mordecai, and she saves the Jewish people from annihilation. And so this celebrating Purim is just recognizing that. So if you've been with me a while, you know that this is something I talk about every year. I talk about this time of Passover. We'll talk about that as we get a little bit closer. Here's the thing about Purim. Purim is 30 days before Passover. So if you're looking at the calendar, you're thinking, wait, that's not right. Again, Pope Gregory changed the calendar, and the dates that we celebrate things aren't the dates that they were set up in the scriptures. So right now we are in this season of Lent, and depending upon the denomination, I grew up Lutheran. We celebrated Lent in the Lutheran Church, but here's the thing. Lent isn't in the Bible either. Advent isn't in the Bible either. So Lent is in the Bible in regards to I borrowed you my cow, my chicken, etc. But in terms of Lenten season, that isn't in the scriptures. Now people are celebrating it, but it's just not in the scriptures. So we didn't talk about Lent when it started a week or whatever it was ago. We didn't talk about that, partly because I was ill and couldn't, but we never spoke about it. And I don't know that I've talked much about Purim before at all, but it begins tonight. You know that God says the day begins at sundown. So we have this one-day celebration of Purim that is this evening, starts this evening. So normally we're going to have a Bible passage, but you're going to want to read the book of Esther. That's going to kind of give you the story. And so I thought what I would do today is just kind of tell you a little bit about Purim and tell you why it's celebrated. And then if you want to go ahead and read the book of Esther, that's going to give you all the information that you need to have about Queen Esther and what she went through, etc. So these days, when we talk about these Jewish feasts or festivals or celebrations, are significant because Jesus was Jewish, and this is where our Christianity comes from, and it's important to have some knowledge and some understanding. So, armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.